Welcome back to the press room. I'm your host, Cooper Shepard, joined by my co-host, Colby Bethea. Good to be back yet again, getting back into the groove of things, consistently posting weekly. Before we get into it, Colby, what is on your mind today?
We have been murdering the TikTok game. I'd love to read the comments.
I think we've officially made it. We're getting hate comments, and I'm so here for it.
Dude, they crack me up. The shorts comment, that one had me rolling. That one, I was dying at that one. The perm.
Yeah.
I was loving the perm.
Somebody told me to shave my face. If I wouldn't have seen the comment after I shaved my face, I would have left it.
That would have been good. I did like the one that said, like, it was like a shrink the game comment. It was like, make mics more expensive. Hey, man, anybody can do this. All you got to do is have the balls to get on camera. Anyone can do this.
Yeah. It's, I'm, honestly, engagement's engagement, right? If we get 20,000 comments and 18,000 of them are saying you guys, somebody said you guys lost all your credibility. I'm glad we had credibility in the first place.
Yeah, thank
we're
you.
just two random dudes that picked up a mic, and we have 130 followers on TikTok. So if I have credibility in the first place, appreciate that.
We're on the come up. We're on the come up for sure. It definitely gave me a good laugh after a disappointing weekend.
Yeah.
But I guess just Saturday was disappointing.
Yeah, and I guess that leads us into it. Texas OU. I went to the game, was super hyped. I genuinely did want OU to win because I wanted to see the SEC leveled out. Everybody have a loss. Not even close.
No.
Shout out to our callers last week. They said, we're scoring 2 touchdowns. What do you mean? You're not scoring 1 touchdown, buddy.
Dude, I was concerned. They were like, "Yeah, it's gonna be a tight game. Like OU's gonna cover." Like I said last week, legally, I wasn't sure how OU was gonna move the ball down the field, and they didn't. I mean, it was brutal. 3 points. It's better than 2 years ago where we scored 0 points.
Yeah.
Improvement. Brent Venables. I have to go back and look at it, but in your first 3 seasons as an OU coach, he might have the worst point differential in the Red River. He lost 55-0 the first year.
Yeah.
We got ass-smacked on Saturday, 33. It was 33-3 or 34-3.
I think it was 34-3.
And then we won last year, won by 3.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
It's not all his fault. Brent can't make all these wide receivers play. And
looking at it right now, I mean, I'm not sure the next time y'all are going to beat Texas.
I don't know the next time we're going to score a touchdown. Maine, I gotta wait till November to see some fireworks. I mean, South Carolina this week opened up as a 3.5 point favorite. I was like, did Vegas not watch the game last week? They think we're going to score more than 3 points? I'm
taking South Carolina. I'm just taking South Carolina spread.
I worked too hard at my job to put real American dollars on that game. That's a trap game. I'm skipping that one, and I'm going. So I'm like, it's a lose-lose.
It's always better to not bet at the games you're going to be at in person because you can't enjoy it. Every time I bet on a Thunder game and I'm there, I'm like, I'm just worried about my bet hitting. I can't even enjoy the game. So
right.
I can't bet on games I'm at. I did it 2 weeks ago when I was at Tennessee, Arkansas, and it just didn't work out. So I just can't do that.
It hurts even more.
Yeah.
Lost the money and the game.
Yeah.
Then you have that long ass drive back. No, I truly don't know. South Carolina, they didn't look like world beaters. They played good against Alabama.
Yeah.
They definitely capitalized off mistakes. Thankfully, Michael Hawkins isn't out there giving the ball up. It's ugly. It is ugly in Norman.
Hey, did you see, came out today, Jackson Arnold will not be using his red shirt.
Which I thought was interesting, which kind of makes me think he's going to stay. Why else would you... why would you not? Do they think that, something he's going to play? I think we might see, a split QB game.
I think that's what he's thinking. And honestly, I don't think we're too far from it because... I don't understand the whole Mike. Dude, this is the first OU game I've watched every single minute of. Actually, we left, but, for the most part. Why is Michael Hawkins just every snap, he just snaps and runs out? Snap. I understand the O-line's bad, but, there's no dropbacks. It's snap it, run to the right, throw to the 3-yard out route or snap it, run to the left. Like every single play, you're never gonna get anything downfield. I feel like just snapping and just running.
Right. No, I mean, I think a big problem was number 15, Brennan Thompson. I felt like every single time they would give like the POV of like Michael Hawkins in the pocket, Brennan Thompson is getting bullied, shoved to the ground every play, and this guy's supposed to be running deep routes over the middle of the field.
Yeah.
We can't even get up off our ass. I mean, it was bad. It was so bad. I think we played 8 or 9 different linemen. It was so bad that our starting guard ended up playing at tackle. We put in like a true freshman or redshirt freshman at guard. It was ugly. The highlight of the game, honestly, to me as an OU fan, was watching Quinn Ewers do the "We bring the boom."
He did that
in the end zone, like when they scored that last touchdown to make it 34.
God.
Other than that, when the game ended, I was like, "Oh, thank God it's over."
See, first drive, it started out pretty good for y'all. I mean, I was the Quinn Ewers pick.
Quinn Ewers pick within a minute. Then we turn around, 3 and out, missed the field goal. I was like, before the game, I was like, "Oh damn!" Like here it comes, like ass throttling, ass to bell, pick. Oh my God! Oh, I missed the field goal, and I sat right back down. And I was like, "It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one."
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. To me, I thought it was kind of weird. It's like we have a kicker problem right now. So our kicker from last year, Zach Schmidt, he's all right. I mean, he gets the job done. He can kick the ball far, like boom and leg.
Yeah.
Accuracy's not all there. Then we go and get this kid. This year, I don't even know who he is or where he came from. Good for him, though.
He was at East Tennessee State for 4 years. Went to Florida State for a year, and now he's at OU.
Huh. Well, he can go back. So he gets injured. We bring in Zach Schmidt, start him, I think the Auburn game. He did fine, made all of his field goals, and then you bench him. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't understand the kicking world, but like, if you're hurt as a kicker, I mean, don't you think it has to be a lingering injury?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I thought it was odd, and then they brought him back out there, made our only points of the game. I was like, well, at least we're not getting shut out. And I don't know if we crossed midfield after that.
I guess that's the high point of the game is y'all didn't get shut out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Texas didn't look that good. I mean, like, yeah, they beat the dog shit out of us. I expected a little bit more. I expected it to be a throttling. The over-under was set way too high. It had it at like 50.
Yeah.
The only way that was going to hit the over is if Texas won 50-0.
Yeah.
Hammered the under. That was free. Then took Texas points because there was no shot in hell that I was going to take OU anything. I mean, we can't score.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told everybody last week. I was like, unless they bring out knives and they're literally stabbing the Texas players and killing them, I don't understand how we're going to win the game. Needed like an atomic bomb to only get dropped on like half the stadium. But like, dude, I mean, it was embarrassing, but it was good. It was good for a lot of like the Homer, OU, like fair weather fans.
Yeah.
It's not always sunshine and rainbow. And they were like, oh, like it's fine. Like we're gonna do fine. No, we're not that far off from Oklahoma State.
Okay, so let me ask you this: how long does Brent Venables have in the SEC? If you
like before we fire him, or you think he leaves
as an OU head coach, if he goes, let's say he wins 7 games this year, which might be a stretch.
I mean, we've won 4 games already. I don't think it'd be a miracle if we win 6.
Let's say he wins. Let's say he goes 6-6. What does he need to do next year to keep his job?
Hit the portal and actually get some real offensive linemen. There shouldn't be a single player that's playing on the offensive line right now that should start next year, except for Jacob Sexton. That's just because, but they've been playing that. He's played like every single position on the line. Like they just need to go ahead and play him at tackle.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you have to hit the portal hard. You have to go get some dogs to block. Because first of all, it's hard to look and see what you have when you can't do anything up front.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we have good skill players, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think you have to look at the training staff. You got to figure out like what went wrong in the wide receiver room this year.
Okay, but everybody's saying we got 5 receivers out. Bro, if you have Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams in that game, y'all aren't winning.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter who you have. It doesn't matter who you have at receiver on this OU team right now. You could put Marvin Harrison Jr. out there, Ohio State Marvin Harrison Jr.
It would just give us a different look. Because right now, Brennan Thompson, not a threat. Jacques Pettisway, not a threat. Like, we don't have any threats. I mean, like, at least Marvin Harrison, we could use him as a decoy. Have him just get some cardio. It'll open up something. But, like, we don't have who would be the number one receiver? Like, I know DBs, corners, and safeties are feasting when they see OU on the schedule. Because they're like, I'm going to stat pad. The tallest receiver I'm going to face is going to be 5'9". He's going to be a little munchkin. I mean, it's going to be free.
I'm just going to shove him down at the line. He's not running routes.
And Brennan Thompson was laying on the ground a lot. No, and I think at some point you have to look at Seth Luttrell. Like, I have mixed feelings about the guy. And I feel like until Brent Venables like gets over this like band of brothers act that he has going on, like the all OU alumni coaching staff. That's awesome. For what though? 3 points? 3 points. I mean, I think at one point in the year, one of our defenders like was up there with like team leaders and touchdowns, and it was one. Like, dude, I mean, it's bad what's going on, and like, you had nothing to hang your hat on in the Texas game. You're like, oh, great, we still fucking suck. Yeah. Like, awesome. And the schedule's not getting any easier. You have Maine. I mean, might as well go play Norman High School. They'll give you a better look. They might beat you though. We might find a new offensive coordinator from the high school. But like, no, I mean, you have like dudes like Dana Holgerson rotting away at TSU as an analyst. Do I think that he would be an all-time offensive coordinator? No. He would give you a better look than what Seth is giving you. Yeah. And I don't know if it's like Brent is in his ear too much, and like because Brent was obsessed with Jeff Lebby in the offense. He's like, yo, I want to run the Jeff Lebby offense. I want to run it. Okay, so then why didn't he go hire somebody young?
Jeff Lebby is looking real nice too, by the way. 1-5.
Is he the head coach or just OC?
He's OC at Mississippi State.
Hey man, he can't play defense. I mean, no, I just think there's a lot of big, like, you have to hit the portal hard. You have to go get linemen. You have to, like, and I don't think you should fire Seth. Like, just demote him. Like, he was fine coaching whatever the goofy motherfuckers that he was coaching. Like, you have to go get somebody in that's like young, hungry, something to prove. What does Seth Luttrell have to prove? He knows at OU, I'm loved. I won a national championship. I won a Brent's Boys. Like, there's no pressure besides the fans. But what does he give a shit about us? He's getting paid.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know. A lot of stuff has to change this offseason. Season's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 4-2. For what though? We played a bunch of scrubs. Yeah,
it's 6-6 is what you're getting this year.
And depending on the bowl game, I mean, we might lose that bowl game.
I mean, you got to make it first, but
somebody was saying that we look like Iowa, like the past couple of years. That's disrespectful to Iowa. At least Iowa could move the ball. Like, it's not like they were winning games defense only.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's brutal. It's definitely hard to watch. I was thankful that the game was over. I had to have a couple spicy beverages and go do something else.
It's funny that I've been waiting my whole life for OU fans to be in this position because all I've heard my whole life is shit talk on Tennessee. And I wouldn't say we're back because we're not looking that great either, but I mean, I think we're better than OU, so it's just fun to see all the OU fans that don't know football that have always talked shit to me my whole life, like, just not have anything to say.
Well, because, like, where will those dudes be at the end of the season? Gone. They'll be moved on to the Thunder. It's basketball season.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly good, though. It'll weed some of them out. Yeah. Too many people go to the game. Stick your pressure too high. Cough up your seasons. Boys and girls, cough up your seasons. Give them to real fans. Pack the stands. Some real people. Not, like, I know there's going to be boos Saturday when I'm at the game. People are going to be booing. I'm like, for what? Like, they know they stink. We know they stink. So, like, can we at least, like, pretend for a little bit? For an hour. Can we be like, woo! Boom, doom, there, boom, doom, there. I don't know. I mean, like, I have tickets to the game. I'm not excited to go. Because I'm almost like, do I put money on South Carolina? Because then if South Carolina wins,
and then you at least walk out of there a happy man.
Yeah, like it's
I think you should.
Closest to a win-win.
I think you should.
It'd be the closest to a win-win scenario. Because I already have to go watch Oklahoma football in person. I paid real money to go see this, so they should kick me back a little refund, courtesy refund, talent refund. But no, I mean, nothing's gonna change till the end of the year. It is how it is.
Yeah.
So now it's just time to suck it up and let it ride.
Yeah, you can be a Tennessee fan if you want for the year.
Well, thankfully I still have the Yankees. It's still baseball season for me.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. All right, did you watch Oregon Ohio State at all?
Oh yeah,
what a game!
The boy DG.
Number 2 versus number 3. Couldn't have been a better game for number 2 versus number 3. I mean,
it was awesome.
Just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's funny Dylan Gabriel's off doing all this shit while you rain him out. He's number 2 in the country now.
I mean, do you think Brent Venables feels stupid turning on the TV and they're like, oh, Dylan Gabriel. He's like, oh, I did tell him to leave. Like, I did tell him, hey, we're going to play this kid who's not starting for me anymore. I mean, Dylan Gabriel looks damn good. I love Dan Lanning. He gets me fired
I know.
up.
He is I said this the other day to somebody. If I could pick a coach to bring to my program, the Tennessee Vols, I'm picking Dan Lanning. He's a DC. He was a DC at Georgia, but he puts up fucking points, and he's just a dog. Like,
he wants to win.
Yeah.
And you could see it.
Yeah.
He has a great story. Like, I mean, like, so did you watch Game Day at all?
No.
So I guess his wife had, like, cancer, and she beat that, and she was, like, super supportive of him while he was going through all these job changes. So after I saw that little segment, I was like, I mean, I already said Oregon, but I'm laying the wood on Oregon. But no, it was awesome. And we talked about the game last week. We said that Will Howard would be the reason why they lose that game. He single-handedly, on the very last play, he pulled the Tennessee, Arkansas, Nico Evers, I don't want to play anymore move. Dude, oh my gosh. I was like, that guy's a bonehead. Like, that's Kansas State right there.
Yeah, I don't get that because, like, if you're going to run, don't sit in the pocket for 4 seconds. He sat in the pocket for 3 or 4 seconds before he took off. And then my favorite thing was after he slid, he looks up and he's like...
It was beautiful. If you go back and look, as soon as he starts to scramble, somebody on the Oregon sideline goes like this. They knew the game was over. They're like, yes, like, run as far as you want, man. Like, oh, it was awesome. They stormed the field. Couldn't be more happy for Eugene. They got something good going up there. I mean... people are like, oh, Ohio State's so good. Ohio State's so good. They got out-coached. Like, Ryan Day, he's good.
Dude, let's talk about that 12 men on the field penalty.
Yes, dude. 1,000 IQ.
NCAA is literally trying to find a way that you cannot use that loophole. They're like, this dude's too fucking smart for college football. We cannot allow this to happen again.
He's going to get a rule changed. It's going to be like a 15-yarder unsportsmanlike next year, automatic first down next year. But, I mean, that was incredible to see.
Yeah.
And then he played it off like such a G in the presser. I was like, I was more excited of Dan Lanning in the presser than I was like him on the field just jumping with all the boys.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, shout out Dan Lanning. That dude's a dog. As far as Ohio State, I mean, obviously their whole season's still in front of them. They're probably going to play Oregon again in the Big Ten.
100%.
Jeremiah Smith lost him that game before Will Howard did with that OPI.
So we were talking about it. We were discussing it. You think it was pass interference? We were saying that we're like, he's just too big of a body. Like, the DB needs to hit the weight room. We thought he kind of sold it a little bit. I mean, like, I don't know. I would have liked them to just let it play.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to call it an OPI, I mean, Brendan Thompson should have been getting defensive pass interferences every play, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. It was weird. The house was definitely divided on the call. I mean, like, dude, Jonah was cracking my shit up. He was like, well, what's number 4 supposed to do when that guy's just smaller than him? He's like, I can't help it that he's just getting out-bitched out there.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. It was kind of soft for, especially that late in the game, number 2 versus number 3. The whole country's watching.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
the
let it
refs
go.
had to. I mean, like, I'm not saying the refs lost in the game. Like,
Yeah, you got to let it go. And put it in the hands of the Ohio State kicker. They're usually not good in those situations anyways, so.
I saw something that said Ohio State hasn't had a kicker make a 50-plus yarder in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, their kickers. I remember I was at your apartment like last year whenever Ohio State was in the playoff and they missed the field goal.
It was ugly.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Missed it by like
Was that Clemson?
Georgia.
Yeah. Was that Fields?
No, it was last year. Kyle McCord. No, it was the year before that. It had to have been the year before that,
Stroud.
right?
It was Stroud.
Yeah.
Because he cried.
Yeah.
And that's when Marvin Harrison got like TKO'd in the end zone. when he died on the field, I was like, that game's over.
Yeah, that was So that was almost 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah.
Stroud,
Anyways, Big Ten's looking good. We'll see what Penn State has to say about all this. I think they're frauds. Still, James Franklin can't win a big game to save his life.
They're like the Mizzou of the Big Ten.
Yeah, so I'm
Mizzou
still
put the whole world on watch when they beat up a very tough UMass team this year in front of 10,000 people.
Yeah.
You see more people down at PCO versus PCN football games.
Yeah. I'm still saying I'm gonna say Oregon, Ohio State's in the Big Ten championship. Penn State's not beating either one of them. Do they play Oregon? I don't even know if they play Oregon. But either way, Penn State's not. James Franklin doesn't win big games, so it'll be Oregon, Ohio State in the Big Ten. And
what? You didn't think the USC game was a big game? Big game, Lincoln Riley? Big dog out west? No, that shit was... Those goofballs on game day, they're like, oh, you gotta... Nick Saban, the godfather of college football, he's like, they should do a study on like how the human body performs after traveling that far. Well, you don't have to now, bub. They whoop that ass. No, I mean, USC was soft. Did you see the video of the Penn State fan that paid to run out of the tunnel with the USC players?
Yeah.
That shit was incredible. And that told me all I needed to know about the program that Lincoln Riley's running up there. They'll take donations from anybody.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, wear a banana costume. If you have the money, you can run out with the team.
Yeah. It's hilarious. USC's I mean, they're never going to win that conference, but they're never going to win any conference, but it's funny.
It's just like, I don't know. California football died.
Yeah.
It just died. College-wise. I mean, UCLA used to be pretty solid.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Ever since Chip Kelly left.
Yeah,
like when they had DTR, that was an exciting time.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. I remember, and they had Zach Charbonnet. Yeah, that was fun. All right, LSU Ole Miss, another amazing game. That game was so fun to watch. Went to overtime. Dude, the last play, Kyron Lacey, touchdown. Did you see how the DB fell on the ground? Like he just gave up on the play?
So we were watching that, and we were comparing that to the Ohio State-Oregon. We're like, plays look kind of similar. Like, the dude in the Ole Miss LSU game, I don't know what that was. I don't know if Turf Monster got him. He saw, Shaquille O'Neal in the corner of his eyes and got scared. Like, he was too busy looking at, Livy in the stands. I don't know. It was interesting.
Livy was there, and Paul Skeens.
I mean, I think that was their biggest recruiting weakness, what I saw. I mean, they had all the stars.
It was rocking. The place was going crazy.
They were playing that little boozy badass in the stadium.
Yeah. Speaking of celebrities at games, you ever think Colorado football would bring them back Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant and get them together?
Dude, I mean, that was pretty cool to see. I mean, you have to think, though, Russ lives there now.
Yeah.
KD, I mean, he's already on record. That dude loves weed, so Dion said, hey, come out to my game. KD's like, I'm there. There was probably zero hesitation.
Yeah.
He was there. KD throwing the football looked weird. It looks weird to see tall people
throwing a ball.
Yes, dude. I mean, he was making it look like it was this big.
Yeah.
But he's a big Commander Redskins. He's a big Redskins.
He's
fan.
from DC.
Yeah. But no, I mean the stars of the game. That was pretty. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
I saw stars of the game. OU Texas. They had the Boz on the sideline, like an OU player, like ran to the sideline, and the Boz just like looked at him like, "Get up!" Like, dude. Oh, it was beautiful. But yeah, no, they had the LSU Ole Miss. I saw all these Ole Miss Goonies saying "Fire Lane Kiffin, Fire Lane Kiffin." Do you know how many schools would hire him in a heartbeat? In a heartbeat.
Dude, I like him as a coach. I think he's a good coach. Ole Miss, this is funny to think about, and I was talking about this with somebody the other day. The elite SEC teams that are going to end the year with 2 or 3 losses would win the Big 12 so easy.
Oh, 100%.
Ole Miss is probably going to finish with 3 losses. I don't know who else they play, but they're already 4-2. If you put Ole Miss in the Big 12, they're going 12-0.
I mean, like, think about the biggest competition in the Big 12 right now, like we said last week, the Mormons and Iowa State.
So SEC, you have Tennessee, Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss, LSU,
Texas.
That's 6 teams that would win the Big 12. I promise you, all 6 of those teams would win the Big 12. Am I wrong?
Worst case scenario, they lose one fluke game and they murder. They go to Jerry's World, take the title. Iowa State's ranked 9. I haven't watched that much Iowa State ball. Or I guess they just played West Virginia this week, and I watched that game. I was about ready to fall asleep. The coal miners.
Yeah.
It was cool. West Virginia, they let a bunch of the coal miners like walk the players like into the stadium or like whatever their thing. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
But then they got their ass beat.
Yeah, too bad. I was going to say too bad they're 3-3.
It was like, it reminded me of like, you can't say that on camera.
All right.
It was goofy.
Anyways.
It was goofy.
Speaking of getting your ass beat, next up, we got Detroit Lions at Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones' 82nd birthday. Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't even know. Like, dude, if I'm a Cowboys fan, just give us your thoughts on the game. It was hilarious, bro. And I saw Lions 3.5, and I was like, yeah, easy. I didn't think they were going to win by fucking 40 or however they win by. But I should have put way more than I did.
I knew somebody that went to Red River and then went to the Cowboys game on Sunday. I think they said it was a combined score of like 88-12.
I saw that, yeah.
I would be disgusted. I would have to drive back to Oklahoma in silence. I'd be questioning everything. I was listening to the Sports Animal this morning. All these Cowboy fans, they're delusional. And I love when they lose. They're like, oh, I'm going to start watching Tampa Bay. I'm a Chiefs fan now. I was like, that's the whole fan base. Just frauds, they're fakers. The Cowboys put on such a terrible performance that I don't know if you saw that video of that lady. They actually made this lady throw up everything that was inside of her, of what they were putting out on the field. And then you had David Montgomery in the stands hitting the gritty on her. It's like that moment encapsulated the whole game. Yeah. This girl's just vomiting all over the concourse. David Montgomery, super fan, hitting the gritty all over the place.
And around her, just as she's just...
I mean... I don't know how, if you're that lady's like boyfriend or something, how you don't get into a fist fight with that David Montgomery guy. I'd be going nuts.
I might have been laughing, to be honest. But
like, you paid all that money, and your team's getting waxed. They're letting Dan Skipper run hot routes. They got Dan. Hey Dan, fade.
Dude, they were fucking around so much. They targeted a offensive lineman in the end zone 2 or 3 times. I know the Dan Skipper, the Penei Sewell, where he almost got there. And then there might have been one other one.
The hook and ladder, Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
That one was awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see, like, Ben Johnson, the Lions OC, bro, he's probably got some pretty nasty plays in his sleeve for when they actually need him. They might win a big game on some kind of bullshit O-line touchdown or some Jared Goff receiving touchdown.
We already saw it.
Yeah.
We already saw it. I mean, no, it's honestly wild to see like what they're doing. Unfortunately for them, Aiden Hutchinson's leg looked like a Lego piece that just shattered into a million pieces. That was disgusting.
That's horrible to see. I mean, he's their best player on defense. He might be their best fucking player.
No, 100%. I mean, he was leading the lead in sacks. I honestly thought he was going to win Defensive Player of the Year, him or T.J. Watt.
He probably would have.
And the worst part is that he got a sack when his leg broke.
Yeah.
And then Dak fell on the broken leg. And that's what sicked me out the most, was imagining, like, your leg and someone falling and you can just, your ankle touches your ass. Dude,
did you see the video where he was, like, his leg was sticking up as he was falling and the bottom half of his leg's just, like...
dangling, dude.
Oh, my God.
It reminded me of, like, Anderson Silva, the leg kick.
Yep.
Kevin Ware.
God, dude. Yes.
Reminded me of all of it.
That sucks to see. I hope that... I mean, I can't say I hope it doesn't hurt him that much. It will. I mean, that dude's a fucking dog. So, hate to see that, especially in such a blowout game where he honestly didn't need to be on the field.
Well, that's what it was, right after halftime, and so it's like...
yeah, it's like you don't bench... I mean, nobody benches their players football yet. Yeah, like, you don't... It's not like he should have been benched, but it's just like, damn, like, it's not even... like, y'all won the game, and it's like, fuck, how did... yeah, that sucks.
I heard rumors that they might trade for Max Crosby, bring the hometown kid back. I don't know. I mean, the Raiders are dumpster fire selling everything.
That'd be crazy. Imagine, and then next year you get Aiden back, and then you have Max Crosby and Aiden Hutchinson. Holy shit.
That'd be gross. No, and as a Vikings fan, like, I mean, obviously you don't want to see anyone's career almost get ended.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, like right before they play us, because I needed to see a real test to see if we were pretenders or contenders.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, he's out the rest of the year. I guess it doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna whoop that ass on Sunday. Rest in peace, Aiden Hutchinson. Better them than us, man. Better them than us. But no, it does suck to see me. Aiden Hutchinson, great kid. No, don't wish anything bad on him.
As far as the Cowboys, I mean, where do you go from here? I mean,
you are literally praying for Jerry Jones to retire or die.
Yeah.
Retire or die. It's not going to get any better. And they're almost kind of reminding me of like the Yankees way back whenever we still had a George Steinbrenner. Like, that dude was a nut. He ran the Yankees kind of like how Jerry runs the Cowboys now. And then, like, he kind of got dementia, really wasn't sure what was going on, passed it off to Hal. Hal cleaned it up big time. I think that, I don't know Jerry Jones' son. I think it's Steven or something.
Yeah.
Steven Jones. There's no way that he's been around football that long that he, like, doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he could be.
Because as soon as Jerry Jones is done and Steven's in control, the first thing he's doing is getting a real general manager. Like, there's no shot. There's no shot. Because he's like, Dad, like, you're kind of fucking the reason why we suck. This is why Michael Parsons is laughing on the sideline and we're getting our asses beat.
Yeah.
At what point do you tell Dak, hey, Dak, we're
down
We're down by 3.
Here we go.
Let's chill with that, Big Bub. Why don't we just get some good old downset HUD action? It's not working. The people on TV are laughing at you. No, I mean, the Cowboys, they're just a joke. Like, they're just a joke.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, I hope they don't win another game. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I mean, for CD, I want CD to put up stats.
I mean, sure, do good for my fantasy, but I don't.
I tried to trade for him on in fantasy, but Brock was trying to.
Nobody wants to do trades in fantasy. I'm always down, but like people just offer me shit that like doesn't make my team better. It's like, all right, well, I have 2 receivers and 4 running backs on my bench. I don't need 2 more running backs.
Right. I offered Mason. I wanted Derrick Henry from Mason, and I was going to give him Kyle Pitts and Wan'Dale Robinson. I thought that was pretty fair because I think his tight end is like the Seahawks tight end.
Fant.
I don't know. He had a questionable roster, and so I was like, oh, well, this makes sense for both sides. Because I have a talent problem.
Yeah.
I have a real issue. I have Eckler chilling on the bench, Brian Robinson or Brian, whatever that dude's name is, he's out. I have Jerry Jeudy. Amari Cooper's gone. I'm not saying that he's going to put up world-class stats, but now I have another number 1 rotting on the bench. I got Wan'Dale on the bench.
Am I
Cole Kmet. I got Cole Kmet on the bench.
I'm 5-1 in that league. I think I'm cooking.
Yeah, it's nuts.
All right. Speaking of Amari Cooper and Davante Adams, both traded today for a bag of chips and a family-sized bag of chips. Davante Adams, new wide receiver 1 in New York, only because quarterback's Aaron Rodgers. Not only he's still good, but like I hope that doesn't take away from Garrett Wilson.
I think it'll help Garrett Wilson more.
Yeah.
Like, and I think Davante Adams at the point in his career, like getting to a trade like this, he's not going to demand the attention, the ball. Because I genuinely think, I mean, did you watch the wide receiver show that Netflix put out?
No.
Davante Adams was shitting on Vegas the whole time he was there.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to lose my mind here. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I mean, the Raiders, they don't have a good fan base.
What's he gonna do whenever Aaron Rodgers retires after this year? He fucking went to Vegas to be with Carr. Carr's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Now he's going to New York to be with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers ain't lasting that much longer. He's not good, bro.
You don't think so? You don't think we saw a little bit of vintage Rodgers last night?
Yeah, with one Hail Mary.
That shit was beautiful. No, but I did like the same old Raj throwing his teammates under the bus. He straight up was like, he's like, Mike Will ran the wrong route.
Yeah.
He was like, I was throwing a 40-yard no-looker, and Mike Will ran the wrong route. I don't care if you're Jesus Christ. A 40-yard no-looker?
Dude, I told my dad this the other day. I would hate to play for Aaron Rodgers. Like, if you do anything wrong, he's pissed at you. And he's going to blame it on you, and he's going to tell all 40 of those reporters after the game that it was your fucking fault.
Right. No, I mean, Robert Saleh is the winner of any Jets. He's the biggest winner of the Jets this year. Doesn't have to deal with that shit, and he's getting a bag. $800 an hour to not deal with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, sounds like a win.
It's a hell of a deal. Sign me up. Where can I be an NFL coach and just suck?
Yeah.
I can't even say suck. Robert Saleh was a very good coach for them. He'll be back somewhere coaching someone's defense next year.
Yeah. As far as the Amari Cooper trade, where did he go?
Bills. So both teams from Monday night came away today thinking, we need new wide receivers. we need a wide receiver one.
Amari, I don't even think Amari Cooper's that good. It's hard to say. Deshaun Watson, not going to make it look good.
He was the heart and soul of Cleveland. They're getting Nick Chubb back this year, but Cleveland won't win a game. The best thing for Cleveland this year is if Deshaun Watson actually gets criminally charged and they can void his contract. Besides that, dude, it's over. They gave up everything for him. Yeah. Everything for him.
Yeah, dude. When do you pull the plug and be like, I know we got to pay him all this money, but like, Jameis Winston's going to give us a better chance to win.
I mean, they don't have picks. They don't have money. The Browns are going to Brown.
They had a Baker gave him that little slice of hope, and like we might be back. He's gone.
Too big for their britches.
And Browns are going to be the Browns again, and next year I hope they go in 16. That'd be funny.
It would be hilarious with Deshaun. Dude, I can't stand Deshaun Watson.
All right. 4 FBS schools didn't use the portal this last offseason. Army, Navy, Air Force, and Clemson. 3 of those schools are ranked. Does the portal really matter? Dabo says it doesn't, and he's number 10 in the country, undefeated. Do they have 1 loss?
Clemson?
Yeah, are they undefeated?
Yeah, they might have 2 losses.
Either way, Dabo's proven that you don't need the transfer portal.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Cade Klubnik, not the answer.
He's not been playing that bad. He's better than I thought he would be. I mean,
they're
winning games. They're winning games.
Going to be better earlier in his career. No, I mean, I don't know. Dabo's a hoot, man. He cracks me up. I love Jesus, and I love anybody that advocates for Jesus. But man, like, it's almost like a little creepy where you're like, all right, Dabo, like we get it, dude. We get it. Like, hey, man, I love Jesus. He loves Jesus. But, like, I'm not like, hey, do you want to come play for Clemson University where God's on our side? I don't know, man. Like, at a little point, like, you think he makes them, like, go to church or, like, they have to, like, he gives out, like, Bible study, like, assignments? Because you know he's hosting a Bible study at his house every single night.
Optional. Maybe.
I don't know, man. Like, he runs a pretty tight ship up there.
Hey, Kay, do you want to start this week? You better see you Wednesday night.
I need 2 Bible verses. I need 2 of them.
And the meaning and how they apply to your life.
No, I mean, like, sure, they're doing okay without the portal, but they're not competitive for anything.
I mean, they're number 10, right?
Are they?
Yeah, they're number 10 because they're a spot ahead of Tennessee.
The rankings were a little dog this week.
They're number 10 in the country.
Iowa State was 9. Miami, I get they've had some ugly wins. like 7. They're 6-0. They're 2 one-loss teams ahead of them.
Yeah, and they're 2 plays away from being 4-2.
But so at this point, they have a loss.
I mean, yeah,
If Iowa State
yeah.
can be in the Powder Puff League, if they can be 6-0, number 9, Miami's in the ACC. I mean, would you say that the ACC is a tougher conference this year than the Big 12?
Yeah.
Like, you would take right now, like, if Miami played Iowa State, neutral field.
I'm taking Miami.
What about Clemson and BYU?
That'd be a good game. I don't know. I really don't know. What would be the line on that if that was to be a game this week? Clemson, BYU.
Neutral field.
I think. Damn, it's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. That's like.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Both of these conferences have 2 decent teams, and
They're both.
yeah.
It'd be a mid-off in the Clemson
Yeah.
BYU game. No, that imaginary matchup, and like, this is the year we need a bedlam. Both Oklahoma teams are terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. We need a bedlam. The schools need to get together, have an exhibition match, play anywhere.
Is there a...
Because I don't know who would win that.
I was going to say, is there an SEC Big 12 bowl, but like I don't know if Oklahoma State's going to make a bowl.
I don't know if we're going to make
That'd be
a bowl.
funny as fuck if OU and OSU were both 6-6 and got put in a bowl together. Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
They have to. Like, the committee, if you're watching this, we need this. The state of Oklahoma needs this because it's bad this year. We need a pity bedlam. We need a pity bedlam bad.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd be tuned in for sure.
I would have to go. I mean, where do you play, though?
As far away from Oklahoma as possible.
No. Like, what about... I mean, those are the only two.
Yankee Stadium, baby.
Stadium. You could go to, like, Arrowhead or Jerry's World. That's, like, kind of the biggest stadium that could suit both teams. But, no, I mean, they need to get a Bedlam Bowl matchup just because of, like, a pity bowl. A pity bowl. Because that'd be awesome. Phillips 66. They own the Bedlam title. Like, when the Bedlam series is called, like, the Phillips 66.
Yeah.
Phillips 66. We need it. We're just waiting on you. We need it.
All right. I don't remember where. Who did Utah play this week?
Utah?
Yeah.
Who did they play?
Either way,
I don't know.
okay.
Cam Rising.
That's besides the point. Cam Rising gets hurt out indefinitely. He's just gonna take
Do
the
you
year
watch?
off. No.
He looked like his body. He did not look good. He couldn't step up. He couldn't move. Like, it was like watching like Mr. Fragile play quarterback.
Okay, so Buddy's gonna come back for his 8th year of college football. Probably do the same thing next year. Get hurt again. Get a 9th year.
But do you bring him back? Zach Wilson's brother has gotten better each game he's played.
That is true. I don't know. If you're Utah, do you bring Cam Rising back?
8 years? Dude, I mean, you've almost been in college for a decade.
I'd send it packing. He's
Just make him a GA.
He's
let him
past
hang
his
out on the
prime.
sideline.
He's past his prime.
Bro.
Yeah,
Past your prime in college.
Yeah.
He's going to have 2 college careers in
Yeah.
one. And will have accomplished nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing in either. Himself, because he didn't... Did he beat USC in the conference game? But then he didn't play in the...
No,
Didn't he get hurt?
No, I thought he beat him in the bowl game. They played in a bowl.
What conference is Utah in? Pac-12?
They're in the Big 12 now. It was Pac-12. Well, so maybe they didn't play
That was
the
a
bowl.
bowl game?
Maybe not Pac-12. No.
Because USC, it was the year that Caleb won the Heisman. They were going to go to the playoffs.
I think it was just a regular season game.
I think they were in the same conference, but yeah, I mean,
They were in the same conference.
Yeah, Cameron Rising beat Caleb Williams.
Was a conference championship? USC would have been in, and
yeah, and Utah had nothing to play for except just to win the conference title, and they won. Yeah. I mean, that was probably Cam Rising's biggest accomplishment, is I beat the Heisman Trophy winner
and prevented him from making a playoff. Yeah, I mean, you can't just be happy about that. Didn't let Lincoln make the playoff.
I mean, I could.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it was so long ago, and we have way too many problems now that I can't even like.
Yeah, yes.
They're not good. We're not good. So I mean, there's no point in even like talking about it. I lost my locks of the week.
On the ground right here. Right side.
Need that.
Okay, Justin Fields, I just was informed of this by you before the pod. Justin Fields getting benched. Steelers are 4-2.
Do they win this weekend? Who they play?
I don't know. I'm pretty
The
sure
Raiders?
they're 4-2.
I think they play the Raiders.
That means they're 4-2.
Yeah.
Justin Fields 4-2. Getting benched for Russell Wilson. Would you bench Justin Fields? I mean, he's winning games.
One turnover in 6 games.
Yeah, I don't see why you pull the plug on a dude that's winning you games. I wouldn't do it. I don't care. Russell Wilson, blah, blah. Leave Justin Fields and let him cook.
I mean, he's having a good year. So I was talking to Grant. He thinks that it's kind of like an Andy Dalton, Bryce Young situation. First of all, the Panthers are fucking that up. But he thinks that they're going to use Russell Wilson, 2 games, start him, let him get some shit on film, and hopefully he can make, some plays, and they can be like, all right, Justin, this is what we need you to do, and then Justin's going to come back in. That's the word in Steelers Nation is that they're just going to,
that sounds pointless.
give him a mid-season break.
That sounds pointless.
That's why Mike Tomlin is the best at being okay.
That sounds like the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Mike Tomlin's a great coach.
No, I agree. I mean, he makes the playoffs every year with whatever he has. It doesn't matter. He probably put OU in the playoffs. So I don't know. But
When was their last title?
Steelers?
San Antonio Holmes?
No, they won after that. Did Big Ben win 1 or 2? He only won 1.
I think he only won 1, and that's whenever James Harrison had that 100-yard pick six.
Yeah.
Are they playing the Cardinals?
Yeah.
Was that Kurt Warner?
Dude, I don't know.
I think it was Kurt Warner.
Was that how long ago?
Where's the phone? When was the last time the Pittsburgh Steelers won the Super Bowl? 2009. Same with my Yankees.
2009. So who was the Cardinals? Was the Cardinals?
Who played in the Super Bowl in 2009? Oh, they got the wrong one. Fucking Siri doesn't have dog shit. I think it had to be. I think it was the Cardinals. I think it was the red team.
I didn't realize Kurt Warner played that long.
Because he won with the Rams or whatever.
Yeah.
Was the Rams.
All right. Biggest games of the week. It's 2 of them, really. And Bama at Tennessee and Georgia at Texas. We'll get into Bama at Tennessee first. 2 years ago today, my beloved Vols beat the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Show that to the camera.
I can't. 2 years ago today, my Vols beat the Crimson Tide 52-49. Game-winning field goal as time expired. Best day of my life. Best day of my life up until... And it's the best day of my life as of right now.
TikTok's going to see the video. It's awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, and last year, Joe Milton's not him, not gonna do it. This year, we're both... I mean, Tennessee and Bama are both kind of not playing that good. It's hard for me to pick Tennessee to win this game when seeing the product that we're putting on the field right now, lose to Arkansas, just don't want to play offense against Florida until the fourth quarter. I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for the whole day, the pregame, the food that we're going to get, the big third Saturday in October, and then probably about halftime. It's going to be like we're down 14-3 or some bullshit, and then...
It's at Neyland?
Yeah. Orange out, big game. Number 7 Bama.
What time?
2:30.
Ooh, damn. Y'all got the afternoon game?
Yeah. It's this is the game that decides whether I'm going to be standing with Josh Heupel or not. Next time we record, I'm either going to be loving Josh Heupel or I want him gone. And it's not based off whether we win or lose. It's not. We could lose.
You're saying play calling and
just how you play this game, how you manage the clock. Yeah.
I think Josh Heupel will have them boys ready because I think he got a good scare Billy Napier and those boys from
Dude,
Florida.
back-to-back weeks, and you damn near saved two coaches' jobs that were both on the hot seat. I told you this the other day. Sam Pittman was literally on the hot seat. When I went to Arkansas, everybody, dude, I talked to so many fans. Like, we hate Sam Pittman. He's got to go. I mean, he might not make it through the season. All right, he beats number 4 Tennessee. His job's saved for now.
Right.
Then Florida comes to town. Everybody's been talking about Billy Napier's gone after this year, no matter what. He damn near beats us. We go to overtime with him.
It was insane. There's a little part of me that was like, oh fuck, I hope Tennessee loses just so you could get on the pod. I was gonna have like a Gator hat. I was gonna come in like chomping, but no, they pulled it out. It was ugly.
It was ugly. It was
awful. I mean, Billy Napier, like you said, that dude's gone at the end of the year. The Florida AD, was watching the game. He's like, holy shit, like, we have to bring him back if he pulls his shit off. And it was a home game. It was at night.
Checker Neyland, like, we only do that once a year.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
you guys pulled it out.
Nico's got to be better. I mean, I'm saying this every week at this point. I don't know if it's gonna. I think he's what he is.
I mean, when was it that we said that maybe he's just not all there, like football IQ wise?
I mean, it was last week after the Arkansas game.
he's also what, 19, 18? Like,
yeah.
But also, you're in the SEC. Like, people don't care how old
you also.
If you're the starter, they expect to win.
Yeah. You also make.
You're getting paid now.
$2 million, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be.
Did you see what this goofy motherfucker pulled up to the game in?
Nico?
Yes, bro. He was wearing like a skirt, like a fucking Polynesian.
It's probably like something with their culture, but no. I mean, who does that? Who does like that? Oh yeah.
Samoans, Polynesian, Hawaiian. I don't fucking
Does his
know.
family do that? Are they part of the...
They're Polynesian.
The Haka? I think it's called the Haka.
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about that.
So that fired me up. Anytime you see like players that do that. LSU had a lineman from the Joe Burrow team that like his dad was fucking The Rock. And they would be screaming and shit, shaking the little metal gates as the players are walking by. But no, Nico needs something to spice up his life. He almost looks high as fuck all the time. He looks baked.
Yeah.
He's always like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I just haven't seen enough of him, but he seems very nonchalant, like kind of like, like, sure, we almost lost.
If I throw a touchdown, cool. If I throw a pick,
cool.
Oh well.
I'm still gonna be Nico. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you guys have a weird, because like on paper the team's good, the head coach is good. You have the stadium atmosphere, you have the boosters, you have everything, but like something's not clicking. Nico isn't playing like it's like he's helping. Like he's keeping you guys in the games. He's winning, but like you said, a lot of plays and he had some overthrows where I was kind of like, damn, like that would have been huge. Yeah. That would have been huge. They were talking about his arm, but like what good is an arm if you can't fucking hit it the broadside of the barn?
I mean, yeah, Joe Milton can throw it 90 yards and we won 7 games, so it doesn't mean much, but nonetheless, I'll be hyped up until probably all Saturday. Maybe we'll see.
You putting money on the game?
No, fuck no. I'm not.
You're not touching that one.
I'm gonna pick Tennessee to win. I can't. I don't know, man. I'm not picking this game. You give me your prediction. I'm not picking this game.
Yeah, I was like, can we get a score prediction from you? Because what? Let's see.
I'm not picking the game means I'm not confident Tennessee to win, but I can't pick against them, so I'm gonna just leave it up to you.
They have Alabama -3 right now.
Yeah.
I do have that as one of my locks, is Alabama -3 on the road.
Okay.
Like, I think both coaches are not really doing much to help their team, but neither are the teams. But just skill-wise, I think Alabama is the more talented team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. I can't disagree with you for picking that because if I wasn't a Tennessee fan, I probably would. So, enough said with that. Number 5, Georgia. Wait, why is... Never mind. I was about to say, why is Georgia ranked above Bama? Bama lost to Vandy. Completely forgot. Anyways, number 5, Georgia at number 1, Texas. Texas favored by 3.5. I think Texas is going to show the world that Georgia's not that good. Maybe not that Georgia's not that good, but maybe that Texas is that good.
Didn't Georgia already lose this year?
Yeah, to Bama.
Man, when was the last time they had a 2-loss season? like Kirby Smart's first year.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think Carson Beck is not the guy in Athens, and I don't know what is in the water down there. Those motherfuckers love to drag race and beat pregnant women. What is going on in Athens, dog? You have Sid from Toy Story running quarterback. His girlfriend's doing rants all over Twitter about be nice to him, be nice. If your boyfriend's putting up that kind of performance against Alabama, there's gonna be some hate, man. Like you go to an SEC school, spotlight's on you. You got to perform. Carson Beck's not the guy. Carson Beck's just not the guy. They're gonna get mopped by Texas.
I'm like mopped as in like you're taking Texas spread.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texas points. I mean, what they got?
3.5.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're like, okay. I guess we'll start with this. Do you think Texas is better than Alabama? Like if they played this year, do you think Texas or Alabama would win that game?
I mean, who has Texas played?
I mean.
They
not the greatest of competition. I mean, they've played they're not playing like Akron and Kennesaw State.
They've had one big win. Who was it?
Michigan.
That's not a big win. Okay. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think Bama. To answer your question, I mean, right now I'm gonna say Texas. From what I've seen, I think Texas is a better team.
I mean, I think there is no question that Texas deserves to be the number one team in the nation.
Yeah.
They haven't given you any reason to think otherwise. And they've showed you they have two quarterbacks that are more than capable of getting the job done.
Yeah. They have two. I think Arch Manning might be better.
So, shout out to Nate Brandt, UT student. He was at the game. So I was like, all right, Mike, so what happens? You know, if you guys start dog mopping us, Starch come in. They're like, no, so the word around campus is nobody will admit it. They all think Arch is better. But because Quinn stuck it out, they got him to come back for the first year in the SEC. Like, it's Quinn's team. It's Quinn's team this year. They're not going to play Arch. Yeah. Just a word around the street that Arch just isn't going to play unless, injuries do happen. But, man, what a problem to have. What a problem to have.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Texas, and it's crazy that they'd be even better if they didn't lose two of their running backs at the beginning of the year. One dude Baxter, I think his name's Jonathan Baxter. Towards CJ Baxter. He's going to be a stud.
He's a dog. And then they're backup, so they're on their third string running back. And they're
And they haven't either though. They got some gunslingers, but no, I'm hammering Texas in that game. I think Carson Beck's just going to poop down his leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Texas as well. I'm gonna go. I hope it's a shootout, but I think Texas will pull away in the end, and I could see them winning by 10.
I'll say it'll be like a 10 or a 13. I won't go as much as 14, because I almost want to alt spread it at 6.5, a full touchdown.
Yeah,
it's I think 3.5 is a little bit too low, or 3 or 3.5 is a little bit too low. Yeah, 3.5.
Okay. Let's just do our. Should we save our locks for the end, or should we do baseball right now?
So we do logs now. What time is it?
Okay.
I'm about to start.
5:50.
Oh shit!
All right, let's get our locks in real quick. My locks for the week: LSU at Arkansas. LSU's favored by 2.5. I know Arkansas beat Tennessee. I don't care. LSU I think is elite, and they're gonna win by more than 2.5. Easy. South Carolina at OU. You'll be at the game. Have fun watching my bet cash as South Carolina wins by more than 3. And Lions at Vikings again, picking against your team.
Wait, South Carolina, you're taking what? OU's favors. You're taking the plus.
Okay. Oh, OU -3. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, well, I'm taking South Carolina money line.
Because I was like, you have extra cover.
I'm taking South Carolina money line.
It'll be interesting with Shane Beamer coming back. But no, I mean, it might be 6-9, 6-3, 3-0. It's gonna be a baseball score.
Yeah. So LSU at Arkansas, LSU 2.5. Taking LSU. South Carolina at OU. OU's favored by 3. South Carolina money line smashing. Lions at Vikings. Vikings favored by 2.5. Lions winning by more than 2.5. Those are my locks for the week. Book them in. Come back next week when I make you some money. Go ahead.
Make sure you at him. Make sure you at him too. So when they don't hit, we want to see all the hate in the TikTok. Flood it. Tell us how bad the slips are. Nebraska at Indiana.
Indiana's cooking. Google him. He wins.
I just forgot his name.
I did too, but I saw the clip today.
Rich,
whatever his name is, he wins. He wins.
They have Indiana -6.5 full touchdown. I think Dylan Raiola, he's just a little too young, and he's not himself. You can't rip off Patrick Mahomes, because that makes me believe that you're not confident in yourself. So you got to go out and pretend to be somebody else. They look identical. I can't say they. He looks identical to Patrick Mahomes. The same mannerisms, and I'm sure, copy the best player in the league. You might end up like him. At some point, you got to be yourself, big dog. Like you're not Dylan Patrick Mahomes Raiola. You're just Dylan Raiola, man. But yeah, so because of that, Indiana -6.5. Let's go ahead and lock that one in. Alabama got them beating your boys. Sorry about that. 3 is way too low, especially after watching you guys the past couple weeks. I mean, you put up 16 in regulation back-to-back weeks.
14 against Arkansas.
Like, Alabama's they're not blowing up the scoreboard like we all thought they were, but no, I mean, when it comes down just to the skill, I think Alabama wins that game. I'm loving this Michigan at Illinois game. They have Michigan -3. I think I'm just going to take the Illinois, just take the other side, give me the 3-point cushion. Illinois is not a bad football team. I think Michigan is a little bit of a pretender. And, they kind of got they got some things going. The conference rivals, not too far from each other. I do like Illinois in that one. This one that I really love, and this one might catch some hate online. Hurricane Milton. There's way too much going on in Florida right now for UCF to be concerned about a college football game. They're going to get their ass smacked by Iowa State this week. They have Iowa State -14. It needs to be almost 3 touchdowns. So UCF had a home game like this past Saturday. They usually sell the games out. I mean, UCF, it's not a bad program.
Yeah.
You're on the beach. It's a great place to be. There's not a soul in the stands. I mean, you're going to see empty sections for empty sections because they got real life going on. So I just think too many off-field issues. I mean, dude, if you're you'd be more concerned about your family if their fucking house is floating down the river.
Yeah.
I mean, no. So yeah, I would say they're gonna beat the dog fuck out them boys. Going against you, Vikings and Lions. I like Minnesota at 2.5. I think the Aiden Hutchinson, Dan Campbell, he's gonna have the boys ready. We are going to run the ball. He played left. Was he left or right? Aiden Hutchinson.
I don't
he kind of flipped.
Yeah.
Wherever he used to stand, they're going to run halfback stretch at that replacement until they can't fucking stop it. I think we're going to beat him pretty good. We're going to run the ball a lot. Aiden Hutchinson, I don't even need that much pressure. Ben Johnson's great, but he calls offensive plays.
All right, are you putting money on this?
I might have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-legger. I hit a 5-man, hit a nasty 5-man on Sunday. The boy's hot. Crushed the Yankees last night. Told all of you silly truckers that listen that the Minnesota Lynx are going to win the WNBA title. I think Game 3 is tonight. Series at 1-1. Game is back in Minnesota. Can't wait till that futures hits. We'll show that one on screen. Yeah, man. Gambling's good. Pats and Jags. London game. Both teams are 1-5. If you are putting money on that game, go ahead and call the hotline. You have a serious fucking problem. There's no way you're going to get up, put real American dollars, then you're going to get up at 8:30 in the morning and go watch 1-5 versus 1-5. Call the fucking hotline, dog. You have an issue, man. Next lock of the week, Texans at Packers. They have Green Bay -2.5. Might be because I fucking hate Green Bay. And I love C.J. Stroud. I told everybody he was the best quarterback coming out of the draft. Taking the Texas money line.
I don't hate that.
Lambeau, they've gone softer up there.
I don't know why. They have nothing else to do.
Have you seen all these videos? It's just like house, Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to get rowdy when it's in a residential neighborhood. I don't know. I feel like just not as intimidating. Until it gets cold, it's just not as scary to play up there anymore. Lambeau Leap, I feel like it's kind of lost its value. I don't know. It's just not as exciting to see Lambeau Field anymore to me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because their stadium's older than fucking time. Not a fan, so I'm taking the Texans. Yeah, for some reason, Vegas wants you to win some more money this week. Panthers at the Commanders. Washington minus 7.5. They're being the dog shit out of teams, and they're putting up points. They're highest score. I think they're the highest scoring team in the league. God bless you. Redskins or Commanders.
Whoa. We might get that flagged.
No, it's all right. Kevin Durant listens. He'll protect us. Yeah, taking the Commanders in that one. That's gonna be free money. Last one, Ravens at Buccaneers. Look it up. Baker Mayfield doesn't play that great in October in the NFL. I'm not saying that he's shits on his leg. The past couple of years, it has been his worst month. Ravens look good. I mean, they're finding, what the Ravens are doing this year is what separates, good teams from, great teams. Because, yes, they've been getting into these close games, but they're winning them.
Yeah.
They're winning them. You're not scared. You're not like, oh, my God, Lamar Jackson has the ball. He's scrambling. Lamar Jackson has looked real quarterbacky this year. And that's a shot at all the media people that said he wasn't quarterbacky enough. I don't even know what the hell that means. Lamar Jackson looks good. Mark Andrews is a free agent in our league. Still think that's bait. Isaiah Likely. I don't know. I couldn't have any Ravens players on my fantasy team besides Derek or Lamar.
Yeah. I'm not picking up any tight end. I mean, maybe Zay Flowers, but he's not playing. He's on the bench, so.
Yeah, I don't know. He's an interesting character.
Yeah.
He's an interesting character. I thought they would have went out and got a wide receiver.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they love the 3 tight end look. I mean, they are playing 3 tight ends. Charlie Collier, Iowa State.
Yeah, he's a rookie, right?
Maybe. I think it's second year or something. Both his parents are professors at OU, and OU did not recruit him. So we ended up at Iowa State with Brock Purdy. I think we sat next to his
So is he from here?
Yeah, I think he went to Norman High.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, born and raised. Wasn't that big of a recruit, I guess. I don't know. I mean, to me, I don't know how you have both your parents are teachers of the school. And if you have any stars, I don't know why they didn't bring him in. Whatever. But yeah, locks of the week. 10 of them. We'll post them. I dated and timestamped as well.
All right, so I can make just a clip of this, run through them in a minute. All of them. This is all in one video. You got to get all of them in.
So you want me to just do you want me to say who I'm picking and why, or just boom, boom.
Maybe a sentence.
Nebraska at Indiana, definitely hammering Indiana minus 6.5. Alabama at Tennessee, hammering Alabama minus 3. Game's gonna be way too easy. That's free money. Michigan at Illinois. Michigan's frauds, pretenders, not gonna happen. Taking Illinois money line. I do think they will win outright. I don't need the points for protection. LSU at Arkansas, more free money there. Somehow LSU 2.5. Go ahead and hammer that. Call me whenever we all get rich together. Georgia at Texas, game day. Carson Beck's a fraud. Can't wait to see his girlfriend, not sure which one, Cavender, post, be nice to my boyfriend. Texas, minus 3.5, hammering that one. Hurricane Milton versus Iowa State. Not even call them UCF. There's just way too much going on. Iowa State by 1,000. Go ahead and take an alt line at minus 21. Lions at Vikings. Rest in peace, Aiden Hutchinson. No chance there. Minnesota minus 2.5. Pats at Jags. If you're a sick fuck and you're gambling on the London game, 1-5, go ahead and call the hotline. No explanation needed. Texans at Packers. Lambeau Field's not the same anymore. Let's go ahead and take the Texans money line. Outright winners. We love that one. Panthers at Commanders. Commanders aren't slowing down. Offense looks way too good. Jane Daniels, he has to win Offensive Rookie of the Year at this point. I mean, he took a team that literally had Sam Howell putting up Jameis Winston 30 for 30 stat lines out there. We're definitely hammering Washington minus 7.5. Ravens at Bucks. October, not a Baker month. He had 3 picks last week. Don't know what's going to change this week. We're going to go ahead and take Baltimore minus 3.5. Last one. Cowboys fans, you guys are lucky. You can't lose to the bye week because you guys definitely would lose to anybody else this week. Maybe besides Piedmont High School.
All right. Are you going to put that all in a parlay?
10 legs?
I think you should. Just put down like $1.
Dude, it's probably like, I mean, 'cause I have a lot of like underdogs.
That'd
Illinois.
be I think we're disagreeing on 2 of them.
10 legs. I don't even think the book would take it right now. I mean, 10 cents would probably print you $50. 10 legs? 10 legs is a lot. I hit a 12-leg college basketball last year. Put $1 on it, $1 for $125.
Was it player props or spreads?
Spread, just all.
Was it
like,
tournament or just regular
It
season?
was a conference championship day, dude. I had like Colgate minus 8.5. Couldn't tell you who they played. Bucknell. I was like Googling. I'm like, where the hell is this school?
Oh my god, that's great.
But yeah, no, that'll be
right.
that'll be awesome.
Before we wrap the pod up, postseason baseball going on. I mean, my team's out of it at this point. I'm rooting for a Mets Yankees World Series.
Subway
I think that
Series
would be the
nuts.
most entertaining thing ever. I'm rooting for the Mets. Your Yankees won. Play tonight. Give me your. I mean, we spoke about it a week ago. We're a week further in the postseason. What do you think is going to happen? Dodgers Mets series, and then your Yankees Guardian series.
I mean, definitely the Mets. The Mets just seem like they have more fight. Like they wanted a little bit more. I feel like the Dodgers, and I feel like it's very easy with Shohei on your team to be a little bit more relaxed. You don't have to try as hard because you're like, hey, Shohei, just hit a dong.
Yeah.
He's putting up some stinker numbers in the playoffs. Him and Mookie, I mean, Mookie is kind of, he's been an okay October player, but I mean, I don't know. The Dodgers, they're weird. They have a lot of injuries, at least to their arms. I don't know. The Dodgers are just a weird team to me this year. The Mets, they got hot. Wild card team. They've been winning. I mean, they're probably the winningest team right now, I'd have to say. Like, at least, I mean, because all the other teams had a bye. They've been playing the longest.
I mean, getting hot when it's the right. I mean, this is what the Braves did when they won the World Series. I mean, you just get hot at the right time and you start cooking and carry it to November.
Pete Alonso stopped trying to hit home runs. He was piecing up some nice base hits yesterday. I mean, no, like I watched both games yesterday. I mean, the Mets were putting up some hits. Like it was a nice like.
Who threw for the Dodgers?
Their starter was gone. I mean, it was 6-0 in the third.
Okay.
In the second.
Dude, they
hit
have
a
so
grand
many
slam.
pitchers. I didn't even know Jack Flaherty was on that fucking team.
Yeah, they went and traded him from the Tigers.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Tigers gave that up.
Kodai Senga was fucking awful the other night, the first game.
No, I mean, it's literally been back and forth. They don't play today. I mean, New York, significantly tougher place than L.A., where they're fake fans and ankle monitors everywhere in the stands. No. I mean, the craziest part about baseball is the schedule layout. It's almost better to be the away team because you have games 3, 4, and 5 at home.
Yeah.
Like the Yankees, so we have game 2 tonight in New York. They won't be back till next weekend if the series goes that far. But, like, I mean, the Mets, all you have to do in the road team, in my opinion, is steal one game. Because they can clinch at home now. They have the opportunity to clinch at home.
Yeah.
3 straight games in New York. Citi Field's going to be rocking. I mean, OMG, LGM, they're fired up. They're absolutely fired up. Francisco Lindor, I love what he's been doing this year. Hitting monster home runs. That mean
He's clutch.
Huge home runs. This is him jogging around the bases. It looks like he could give. It's so badass, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like if my Yankees weren't in it, I probably would be a Mets fan this year because they're exciting to watch. It's good baseball.
Yeah.
But no, my Yankees look like world beaters. And you know who I fucking hate? Josh Naylor. He's some slime bag that plays for.
Did I send you that thing of him the other day?
Yes, dude. And I'm glad. You know, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I hate him. I hope we sweep them.
You might as well hate his little brother too. Is he still playing for them? Bo Naylor? Is he their catcher?
Yeah, no, he can play because he sucks. So I want him on the field as The more times we get to see Bo Naylor up the bat, more chances we have of winning. I mean, no, like Guardians kind of have like a pretender team. Like, I mean, like they got Stephen Kwan, who's an absolute dog. Great fielder, great contact guy. Gonna get on base, gonna cause some havoc on the base paths. Jose Ramirez, the best player on their team. I mean, you have Kwan, you have Jose Ramirez, and then probably Noel, he plays right field. He's a big dude.
Joneski, Noel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made his debut this year.
Mm-hmm. Like he could. He's a very scary hitter when he's on. Like he'll definitely be a threat in like 2 to 3 years. He's just kind of young.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets a hold of it, it'll go. But it's 1 in 10.
I'm afraid to see Emmanuel Clase. He always freaks me out.
Yeah.
Their other scary arm out of the bullpen, which I think this guy's a certified mega bitch in the streets, James Kanerchak, number 99. He 3-pitch pony. He either throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, 100-mile-an-hour two-seamer, or a wicked knuckle curve. Doesn't matter, though. John Carlos Stanton pimps that shit 450 fucking feet. Look it up. COVID playoffs. Seen that shit before. I think so. They showed like the last 10 times or maybe 8 times that the Yankees have played the Indians Guardians in the playoffs. We're either like 6-2 and 8-2. I mean, we own that ass. So our little brothers up north. Fucking Travis Kelce, Cleveland's very own, was at the game last night.
I saw that.
With Taylor fucking Swift. I can't believe she got a mention on the broadcast. And Brian Anderson was so funny. He's like, Taylor Swift's here, and you guys don't like. He's like, you guys don't care. Said something about that, and he's like, and there's Travis Kelce, obviously cheering for the wrong team here. But no, I mean it was funny. That's all I needed to see was someone from their own home state coming to hang out at the Yankees game. Yeah, go ahead, pay us all that money. And I mean, yeah. Garrett Cole's on the bump tonight. I was scared watching Carlos Rendon last night. My neighbors probably hate me. I was clapping. I was screaming. I was pumping my arm so hard. I think I might have Tommy John in my elbow. Dude, my elbow hurts so bad. It hurts. Garrett Cole's on the bump tonight. We finally added Marcus Stroman to the roster. If we would have lost to the Royals, I was going to blame us not having Marcus Stroman on the roster. Not that Marcus Stroman's going to do anything. I love Marcus Stroman.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad to see Rizzo's back. Got a nice base hit yesterday. I mean, man, it's a good time, especially in New York. It's a good time to watch some baseball in New York. But, I mean, a Subway Series, the city would be on fucking fire.
That'd be so fun.
So I talked about going to the World Series. Yankees dropped their tickets. It's $800 to sit at the very top. I think that was for game 1.
That's
for one ticket, $800. You still gotta fly, get a hotel.
that's a $2,000 trip.
I mean, it might be 3 because like you gotta book a hotel within the next 2 weeks. I mean, the World Series starts 27th.
Yeah, you got to get Ubers there. Hell expensive.
No,
if
you ride
you
the
wanna,
subway there. You ride the subway.
Well, I mean, like from the airport,
yeah,
to the wherever you're staying, and then when you leave.
I have some family up there. Shout out Uncle Hillis. Thank you.
If you want anything other than Taco Bell, like, I mean, you might not have a choice. You might just have to eat Taco Bell.
No, man. Have you ever been to New York?
Yeah.
Were you eating Taco Bell in New York?
No.
I was like, we were getting like pizza at the corner and shit.
Yeah, dude, we went to this one pizza place. We went to New York City last year for Thanksgiving. I have family on Long Island. That's why I'm a Mets fan. My cousins, one of them's a Mets fan. They're married. One of them's Mets. One of them's Yankees.
Ooh, that's good shit.
That's
good shit.
She's gotten me to be. She's like a diehard Mets fan, so she's like, I'm a Mets fan for right now. But yeah, they live on Long Island, so we go up there and we stayed in New York City for 2 nights last year. And yeah, it's fun. I'm a cheesecake connoisseur, so we probably spent $100 on every restaurant we went to.
Cheesecake.
Got pizza. The pizza was the cheapest thing. I spent like $6 on pizza, and it was the best pizza I've ever had.
It was so good.
New York City's a blast. I love going there.
We were there right when the weed got legalized. So that was a good time.
Yeah, smell a little bit.
We saw a topless woman get arrested in Times Square, like on the red stairs. But I think my favorite part about it was that nobody gave a fuck. They're just like, oh yeah, Susie the crackhead.
Yeah.
But like, I think that was my favorite part.
You could walk through New York City, like, dude. Have you seen Josh Block, that dude on TikTok?
Oh my god, yes, dude. Hey, you guys know him? Reach out to him. He needs some serious fucking help. Send his ass to rehab, AA. He needs help for real. Like that shit it's almost like sad at this point.
It is, yeah, it is. But you could walk through New York City and like nobody gives a fuck what you're doing. Like it's just like you could just.
I think that's what I loved most about
I
New
know
York.
it's like nobody cares. Like,
Because, like, not to shit on, like, the Midwest or anything. People here love to fucking, like, I fuck you when you're walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, motherfucker, take a picture. Like, what do you, like, I don't know. They're like,
you know,
the Midwest has a looking problem. New York, it was just a lot of people minding their own business.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is good shit.
yeah.
Like, this is good shit.
New York City, yeah, it's a fun place. I don't know if I could live there, but it's
Man, like, I think that's my dream to, like, live there, dude. It'd be
Really?
so sick.
It
I
would
love
be
the
cool to
city. I
just
love
like
the people.
just walk out of your apartment. It's like, oh, you're just Times Square. Let's go. It would be. They don't have to have cars. I mean, obviously it's expensive, but it'd be fun to experience for like a year. Like I
was like, I think I'd probably live in the city for like 2 or 3 years, and I'd probably have to move like a little upstate.
Yeah.
Maybe get a little bit out, but like not too far. But like, yeah. So like when we went to New York, all these people minding their own business. There were some scary folk down there, but they weren't looking at you. I had like this insane confidence booster when I got back. Bro, it bugs the shit out of me how much people just stare at you here.
yeah
Just stare at you.
yeah I know.
Pisses me off. Like, oh, people just need to mind their own business, and world would be happier, be a little bit better. People could just mind their own business.
All right, I think that's gonna wrap up the episode. Maybe if you I don't know, hit a crazy 10-leg parlay this weekend, you can go to the World Series.
That'd be nuts. We love the TikTok comments. Keep it up. They were cracking us up all weekend. I purposely did wear the same shorts. Hope you guys love all the crotch shots we give. It's not a perm. I am mixed. Got a haircut. So no more comments about that. We got one comment about Okie Light. We're not real sure what Okie Light is. If anybody can care to elaborate on what Okie Light is. We thought it was a beer, but then somebody mentioned it was food. I wanted to laugh, but it like went over my head. I didn't get that one. But yeah, man, they're hilarious. I love the TikToks. Keep it up.
Yeah,
man.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram, on TikTok especially. Sub on YouTube. Yeah, getting more consistent on TikTok. Love the hate comments more than the positive comments, so keep them coming. Whatever you can nitpick at, I mean, I love it, so we're here for it. Appreciate y'all listening as always, and we will see you next episode. Peace.
See ya.